Okay, we are ready. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar on monetizing personalization in the cosmetics industry. I'm very delighted to see so many of you here because personalization has become one of the most powerful drivers of growth in beauty and skincare. So, in this session, we will explore why personalization is no longer just a trend but an expectation, how the latest AI technologies are shaping the beauty industry, and what brands can do already today to prepare for the future. So let's get started. First, just to go through the agenda. So we will be looking into the latest data about what the customers are telling us, personalization methods and different technologies. We will look at some successful stories from beauty brands, and another benefit of personalization, which is actually data. In the later part, I'll share the key takeaways from this presentation and also some recommendations for 2026. And we will then wrap it up with a Q&A session. I strongly encourage you guys to ask any questions. We will come to them maybe in this session, or I'll come back after a while. So please feel free to post any questions that you have. I will try to fit them into the time slot. Also, you will get something exclusive because you are here. So you will actually receive a free personalization power pack that we put together, but you will also receive exclusive access to a private and invite-only beta testing of a product that we are developing right now. So stay tuned. Before we start, let me introduce myself a bit. I'm Marcus. I'm the managing director at Arbel. I've had the privilege of working with some of the world's leading brands, helping them bring beauty AI and virtual personalization to life. A big focus of my work and something that I'm very passionate about is making this experience both personalized but also inclusive. So that's why today's topic lies quite close to my heart, and I'm very excited to share this data, the insights, and some real world examples to all of you. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So let's talk a bit about what personalization really is. So at some point, each of us probably had tried a product that was recommended by a friend, and it just didn't work for you. So the frustration, the first type of frustration that personalization really solves, because what works for one person doesn't always work for another. And that's also why personalization in beauty really comes down to this: the right product, the right routine, and the right experience. Everything designed for you. The right product means formulas or shades that matches your skin, your needs, and your goals. Whereas the right routine means something that actually fits into your lifestyle. And the right experience is everything that makes it feel special and relevant, whether that's the packaging, the advice that you get, or how easy it is to purchase the product. So when you bring these three elements together, personalization makes beauty feel less like guesswork and more like it was created just for you. So why does personalization matter so much today? We have collected some answers that come straight from the customers themselves. So 73% of the shoppers feel overwhelmed by too many options. And this is probably the most common, statement I hear from both the consumers and the brands. But it's generally very tricky. A consumer can like a brand very much, but they find it very, very challenging to find the right colors, the right shades, and so on. Almost the same amount of beauty consumers expect personalization when they shop. So they expect that the products will actually be specifically for them and match their needs. Also, 75% are happy to pay more when they get these personalized beauty shopping experiences. So today, consumers expect brands to see them, to understand them, and to meet them where they are. So, as a summary, beauty shoppers now expect to get more than just a great product. They want the right product, tailored to their needs, and delivered through seamless and personalized experiences. But it's also costly of getting this wrong. So, with the number of beauty and skincare brands out there today, customers have more than enough options to choose from. That means if a brand isn't meeting their need, it's not just a missed opportunity, it will actually cost the brand. And this slows down reverse logistics, it delays restocking, and it also ties up a lot of inventory, creating the bottlenecks that quietly eat away the margins that the brand lives on. Costs vary depending on logistics, warehousing, and restocking policies. Products like foundations can often be, or they can't be restocked due to the hygiene restrictions, which means that 100% of that foundation product or any other product, 100% of that value is completely lost. So the conclusion is that shoppers are overwhelmed with the choices. What they really need and what they really want is to get help in finding what's right for them. So I want to put some real numbers to this as well. So imagine being a mid-sized beauty brand shipping 100,000 orders per year. 5% is the average return rate for products sold online. And at 5% return rate, that means 5,000 returned units annually, many of which cannot be resold. And with an average return cost of $10 to $15 per return, including shipping, processing, and also the loss of resale, you're looking at 50,000 to 75,000 US dollars in lost revenue every year. And that doesn't even include the inventory waste, the delayed refunds, or the fact that customers will churn. They might abandon you as a brand. Now let's take a look at the benefits of getting personalization right. What we can see is that there was a 30% revenue lift for retailers using AI-powered personalization tools. Also, 40% increase in the average order value, which is quite significant. And on top of that, a 30% increase in conversion rates comes with personalization. It's also a fact that consumers are much, much more likely to repurchase, meaning come back and buy new products and new other products, but also to recommend a brand to friends, family, and so on, if the brand has effective personalization in place. Seeing what the numbers are telling us, it's quite obvious that personalization is becoming one of the key revenue drivers, especially in beauty. So we should also take a look at what this looks like in practice. So personalization in beauty has come a long way, for sure. At first, it was this one size fits all kind of mindset, the same shades and same formulas for everyone. Then next step was in-person beauty advisors, which is very helpful and it solves the problem, but it's very limited and it's very hard to scale. And then in 2000s, we saw simple online tools like quizzes, shade selectors. But the thing here is that the customers are still kind of on their own. Recently, we have entered a whole new era, which is very exciting, where AI makes personalization smarter, faster, and more accessible than ever before. And this matters a lot. So one major thing that has changed throughout the time is the customers themselves. So the way that people discover and shop beauty has completely transformed. It's a whole different ballgame today. What we see is that 83% of consumers do more than half of their beauty shopping online. So it's a vast majority that purchase. Sorry, there was a connection error there. 63% avoid actually in-store testers due to hygiene reasons. So what customers want today is simple, a makeup discovery that feels personal, easy, and first and foremost, convenient for them. Luckily, technology has been evolving next to the customers, and that's what makes it possible to meet their needs and expectations today. So the next generation of personalization has been powered by beauty tech. This is a combination of AI, machine learning, computer vision, and augmented reality. So let's take a look. Each of these categories of beauty AI are here to help consumers find the right product. So using advanced camera technology, skin analysis, virtual try-on, and shade finder, understand the characteristics of the consumer's face and finds the perfect products for them. Combined with other AI capabilities, virtual assistants or beauty assistants and product recommenders are the ones that will take personalization even further towards the next level of personalization. I will go a bit deeper into all of these just to make sure that everyone has a clear view and understands how it really works. So let's start with the foundation of every great look and one of the fastest growing areas of customer interest, skincare. We know that everyone's skin is different, that's clear, and figuring out exactly what it needs is a big challenge for most people. So the good news is that today the solution has grown much, much simpler than ever. So there is automated skin analysis tools where brands can guide their consumers and customers with personalized insights and product suggestions that truly fit their skin's unique needs. So for shopper, it means less guesswork and more clarity and confidence in their routine. And for the brands, it translates into a stronger brand trust, more sales, and also, customers that are returning back to you, being more loyal to your brand. Even though more and more people shop online, people still like to try the products before they are buying. So the reason is simple. It makes them feel more confident and ultimately happier with their purchase. So that's why virtual try-on is such a game changer in beauty. It can turn customers' personal devices into something like a virtual mirror for the brand products. And the opportunity is very, very big because who doesn't have a smartphone in their pocket nowadays? So with the virtual try-on, the shoppers have the freedom to explore the brand's products anytime, anywhere, and it actually works. So studies show that virtual try-on can boost conversions up to 90%, especially for makeup. But also virtual try-ons leads to up to 90% higher conversion rates, which is, I don't know any brand that would kind of say no to higher conversion rates, especially in this magnitude. Here's also an example of what a virtual makeup try-on looks like in action. This is a demo of Arbel's virtual try-on, one of the most realistic solutions available today. So for our clients, it has always been extremely important that products are shown as true to life as possible. So we focused heavily on advanced face tracking and AR rendering to create a mirror-like experience. It works seamlessly with any product, foundation, lipstick, eyeshadow, mascara, you name it. And a virtual try-on can also be integrated into your web shop, into the product pages, mobile app, but even in-store kiosks can be deployed. But the virtual try-on is not only powerful for marketing and sales, it also captures valuable first-party data as customers explore your different products. We will go a bit more into the data part of that soon in the presentation. One of the biggest challenges today, I think everybody knows about it, but for the beauty shopper, it's finding the right foundation. And the wrong foundation shade leads to dissatisfied customers, waste products, and also costly returns. So in fact, foundations have the highest risk of returns in beauty. A virtual foundation shade finder are the easier, faster, and convenient alternative to in-store sampling or subjective online quizzes. They rely on beauty AI technology, which means can provide instant result for each customer's anytime, anywhere. So for shopper, it's a game changer. No more guessing, no more stress about finding the right shade. They simply get the perfect match in a matter of seconds. For the brands, on the other hand, the benefits are equally big. So there will be fewer returns, lower sampling cost, and of course, if consumers find the right products, they will return and buy them again, creating more loyal customers. So it actually shows that you can reach a 64% less return rates with virtual try-ons. This is what we see with the existing customers, but also what the market is telling us. Here's a quick peek of how it works in real life. The example is from our Bell Shade Finder. Something we are really proud of is how inclusive the solution is. Too often we think that, or it is like that, certain shades, particularly the very light and the very deep tones, have been overlooked and kind of forgotten about in the beauty industry. So our shade finder changes that by using one of the widest skin tone ranges available so that every customer and consumer can find their perfect match. So as you can see, the shade finder is a very powerful step forward in making beauty more personal and more accessible for everyone across all skin tones and so on. Just like finding the right foundation shade, many shoppers struggle to figure out which products will truly highlight their unique features. Beauty AI can recommend products tailored to each person's skin tone, eye shape, face shape, seasonal color palette, and even more, which is making beauty shopping more personal and easy and fun. We are actually actively working on this. It's in development and will most likely be introduced to the market during 2026, where you can find a full look based on AI technologies. This is a very exciting topic, and one of the biggest trends that we are seeing right now generally is people turning to AI to solve everyday challenges. In beauty, this has opened the door to virtual beauty assistants. So some brands, they rely on simple chatbots, while other brands are experimenting with more advanced GPT-like models. So these more advanced models, they combine natural human-like conversations with virtual try-on technology, essentially recreating the experience of chatting with the beauty advisor. The difference here is that it's faster and it's available 24/7 and it's personalized in real time. So on top of that, it includes a built-in shade finder and a product try-on, giving the shoppers complete guidance from discovering the right products and learning about them to virtually trying them on their face and finding the perfect fit. So at Arbel, we are taking this step further by developing a one-of-a-kind virtual beauty assistant. So this is basically a virtual advisor, makeup artist, sales assistant, and product matchmaker, all in the same package. For brands working across time zones or without large customer support teams, virtual assistants can deliver expert style service at a fraction of the cost. So if you stick around to the end of the webinar, I will share you I will share how you can be among the very first people to try now and implement our model. So what does this tool have in common? They help create personalized beauty experiences that build customer confidence, convert faster, increase basket size, drive repeat purchases. So these tools turn shopping from a tiring search into a guided, almost effortless experience, but they also help customers discover products that they might have otherwise overlooked and encouraging a deeper brand exploration. And here's the big opportunity. While many brands focus almost entirely on driving new traffic, the smart personalization helps you get more value out of the traffic that you already have. Some brands are already putting personalization into practice and seeing great results. So let's take a look at a few examples that we chose out. So L'Oreal is already a household name in beauty, and one of their coolest recent innovation is Skin Genius. It's a smart skin analysis tool. And the idea is quite simple. Since everyone's skin is different and unique, skincare routines should be equally unique. So all the customer needs to do is to snap a selfie, and in a second, the Skin Genius give them a personalized routine based on their skin type, sensitivities, and areas that they want to focus on. It was developed together with dermatologists, so the recommendations are, and they feel very credible, but it's also very quick, free, and with privacy taken into account. So this not only saves customers hours of research on products and ingredients, but they also guide them straight to L'Oreal's own product pages and their own product lines. Another example is Mary Kay, the world #1 direct selling brand for skincare and color cosmetics. As a part of digital transformation, Mary Kay introduced Mirror Me, which is a virtual try-on tool available both on the mobile and on the web. So Mirror Me creates a seamless try before you buy experience, letting the users test the shades and curated looks in real time. It allows them to save or share the results and also, of course, shop the products and purchase the products with confidence that they will fit them. It also empowers independent beauty consultants to connect with consumers remotely, blending personal service with digital convenience. So by combining beauty expertise with cutting-edge technology, Mary Kay enhances the customer engagement while modernizing its beauty business for the new era. So Snava is another great example, and they are one of Europe's fastest growing beauty companies. With their brands Essence and Catrice, they bring high quality products to consumers in more than 90 countries. But when it came to foundation, they wanted to go beyond simply offering more shades. So they launched a 40 shade range, developed entirely from real consumer skin tones, and this was a strong step towards inclusivity in the business and an increased commitment to inclusivity, I would say. Still, they also recognized that the shade variety alone was not really enough. The real challenge was guiding each of the consumers, the shoppers, to finding their best match. And that's where the Shade Finder came in. So with this tool, Cosnova empowered the customers to confidently discover their perfect shade within seconds while getting customer insights needed to drive smarter, more intentional product development worldwide. For Cosnova, success has always been all about putting consumers at the center while developing products more sustainably and intentionally. The Shade Finder enables them to deliver on both fronts, so building customer consumer trust and creating smarter product strategies tailored to the diverse markets. They also said that with over 90% consumer satisfaction, the Shade Finder has proven to be a reliable, user-friendly tool that adds value for Cosnova's consumers. Beauty AI is also being adopted by retailers, and Sephora's virtual artist is a great example. So at the core of virtual artist is its makeup try-on, which allows customers to experiment with hundreds of products in real time. The platform goes further by offering personalized tutorials, side-by-side comparison, and also finish comparisons. And they can also get complete look previews. All this happens before they even purchase the product. Sephora integrated this tool across its mobile app, website, and or in-store kiosks, creating this omni-channel experience that boosts both online and offline engagement. And these results were quite striking. So they learned that customers who used the tool were 3 times more likely to buy. The makeup returns dropped by 30%, and the average app session grew from 3 minutes to 12 minutes. Shoppers also reported that a higher confidence and satisfaction while buying the products through the app. Yet, despite this success, it's quite shocking that only about 15% of retailers are currently using or they are offering AR features online and offline, which means that they are leaving a significant room for improvement and growth here. But personalization is not reserved for only the industry giants like Sephora, Cosnova, L'Oreal. One great example is CityLab Cosmetics. They are an innovative Italian startup brand based in the heart of Milan. So as the first brand in Italy dedicated to tailor-made cosmetics, they have combined a boutique store with an R&D lab, which is giving customers the chance to create exclusive beauty products both in-store and online. So for customers who love shopping from the comfort of their home, CityLab Cosmetics makes it possible to design their perfect lipstick shade online. With virtual try-on, they can preview exactly how this color will look on them and then have the product crafted just for them, delivering the luxury of personalization right to their doorstep. So why is personalization the new and the main revenue driver? It creates easier product discovery. In beauty, the paradox of choice is real. With thousands of SKUs and an ever-growing shade ranges, customers often feel overwhelmed. So frictionless guided shopping helps them to discover products more easily and conveniently. There is a better fit and satisfaction. So the products that they receive when they purchase online or through a personalized experience, it feels like they are made for them. Personalization reduces decision fatigue and also generally overall improves satisfaction. We can also see a stronger loyalty, meaning that consumers are more likely to stick to brand based on personalized experiences. So these are the customer benefits. However, for the brand, there is a higher average order value. So personalization helps upselling and cross-selling, which increases the basket size. There are fewer product returns, meaning better matches is equal to fewer costly returns. The customers tends to come back not just more loyally, but also to buy more often. This creates long-term relationships rather than one-time sales, which has an increased or a big impact to the greater lifetime value for the customer. So personalization is a pure win-win strategy. It's benefiting everyone involved if it's done well. Now that we have explored how personalization enhances the user experiences, I would like to take a look at another side of beauty AI, real-time direct consumer data. Customers are turning to virtual experiences more than ever, and we see that 75% of the global population estimated to frequently use AR in 2026, which is not shocking in itself because worldwide, social media, there are apps, games, and so on that are frequently using AR. What is more interesting is that 57% research products online before they go to the store and shop the products. And the vast majority of the shoppers browse the retailer's site or website on the phone while they are in the store. So yeah, beauty shoppers will increasingly use beauty AI in product exploration and in their shopping. This means that the brand also have a massive opportunity to get rich first-party data straight from the customers themselves. So I want to show a bit how this looks in practice. Like I said, personalization is very important to the customers today, but it also is a huge business opportunity for the brands. More brands today are sitting on a gold mine of unused data. Every interaction from how customers explore products to what fits them the best holds valuable clues of what's working. You can see patterns across markets, products, different collections, and demographics, and so on. Of course, these insights depend on what you choose to track and the capabilities of your beauty AI provider. Here are some simple and basic types of data that you can find in the Arbel suite today. Customer demographic, how are they behaving, and how are they engaging with your products and your online experiences. SKU performance, shade preferences across markets, demographics, and so on. But you also have the regional and seasonal preferences. And this is done in real time while saving time and also resources for the brand. It's clear, I think, that customers are already embracing new technology. So they are using it, they like it, they find it fun, and they find it useful. But I don't think that's all enough. So in my opinion, good beauty AI serves the customers, but great beauty AI strengthens the brand too, which means that the value doesn't only benefit the consumers and the customers, but they give added value to the brand as well. So when you're choosing a beauty AI provider, I think it's more than just about the tech. The right partner should help your customers feel amazing and move the needle away from your business. So here are some recommendations on what to look out for. Of course, great tech for great experiences. If the AI doesn't work smoothly, your customers will notice this. So please test it and make sure it shows off your brand in its best costume. You want the team from the provider to be there for you, helping you with setup, with tweaks, customization, and whatever you need along the way. A very important aspect when choosing a provider is the respect for privacy. So your customers, they trust the brand and you with their data. you need to make sure that your partner treats it with the care and the compliance that it deserves. Both the beauty industry and AI is moving very fast. There are trends, there are new developments and technologies coming. The best partners keep innovating, but more importantly, they keep you as a brand in the loop to understand what problems do you have and how can we best support in solving them. So a true partner, find a true partner. Don't just pick a vendor. Look for someone who is invested in your long-term growth. I think that's essential. So here are a few key takeaways that I hope that you will bring with you from this webinar. So first, when it comes to customers demanding more personalization, the shoppers are spending more time online. They expect products to be tailored for their unique needs. They want brands to recognize and understand them, and they are digitally savvy, and they value the independence of finding and exploring products on their own. There is a rising demand for shopping experiences that are digital first, inclusive, personalized, and convenient. So the personalization is and becomes a profit strategy because we see that brands using AI personalization tools report 15 to 20% revenue increase. The personalized shopping journeys can lift average order value by 40%, and on top of that, the conversion rate by 30%. Virtual try-ons increase conversions by up to 90% and reduce returns up to 64%. And not to forget, even though it sounds modest with 5% return rate, that can cost a mid-sized beauty brand $75K annually in lost revenue. Here are some key recommendations for 2026 in order to prepare for the new industry standard. Brands should integrate personalization into the customer journey end to end. So from the discovery to the after sales care. You should balance personalization with transparency and trust. Customers want tailored solutions, but they also value and they want to know how their data is being used and why. You should also adopt scalable technologies. AI personalization needs to grow together with your brand. You need to find a partner that is invested you, or I had a bit of a cliffhanger. So as a thank you for being here today, you will get free access to our personalization power pack. It's designed to give you both the big picture insights and the practical steps to get moving right away. So here's what's included. The first thing you'll get is a detailed report, which is very, very much deeper than this presentation on monetizing personalization. You'll find a deep dive into market stats, market trends, tech insights, data, and much, much more. So if you liked parts of what you heard today, this report will take it even further. You will also get an actionable personalization checklist. It's a simple step-by-step overview, and you can use it to start introducing personalization into your own brand right away, or you can use it to check where you stand today. And finally, throughout the session today, I've been talking about the importance of guiding customers through the right products in the right way. So I'm excited to share what we are working on next at Arbel, a next-gen virtual beauty assistant, Arbel GPT. It's designed to talk directly to customers, guide them through the products from your makeup line that suits them the best, and It even includes integrated virtual makeup try-on technologies. And in other words, it's like giving every shopper their own private beauty consultant. So right now, this product is still in development. It's not finished. But because you joined us today, we would like to invite you to be the very first people to experience it. You'll get to take it for a test drive before it officially hits the market. And if you choose to implement it for your own brand, you will also get some early access benefits. So I will be sharing an invite link with you right after the session as well. And why this works is because it's bridging the gap between self-service and expert consultations. It boosts purchase confidence, especially for the first time or undecisive shoppers. It drives higher engagement, longer sessions, and also stronger conversions. And ultimately, it provides around-the-clock support without relying on any in-store staff. So this brings me to the end of my presentation. I would really love to keep the conversation going. So please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or drop me an email. Whether you like to talk about personalization, explore what's possible for your brand with beauty tech, or just simply connect, I'm very, very happy to hear from any one of you. Of course, we do have a little bit of time left, so let's see if we can go through some questions as well. We have 2-3 minutes to do that. So let me just quickly check what we have in the bucket. Okay. First question. Personalization in beauty often focus on tech like AR and AI. Yes. How can heritage-driven brands integrate personalization in a way that feels authentic and still drives measurable ROI? Okay. First, I would just like to highlight the word authentic, because it's the word for the whole industry, I think, right now. And this is a quite interesting challenge that I've been talking about many times throughout webinars, podcasts, and on LinkedIn and so on. So even though AI and AR are technologies, having a hyper-realistic virtual try-on really can make the difference. And the thing here is that the hyper-realism is the most important and critical component. It's important that it doesn't do any funny things with your face, maybe altering it, changing some things, but actually creates a very realistic representation of the makeup on your face, both in terms of the texture looks, the style, the color. This is what brings authenticity into the technology. And also, heritage-driven brands, they don't need to reinvent themselves to use personalization. What works best is when technology is boosting the brand DNA rather than replacing it. So, for example, if a brand is known for craftsmanship, personalization can highlight textures, formulas, or specific rituals through tailored recommendations. So the key in the ROI is linking the personalization to measurable actions, like higher shade match accuracy and reducing returns, or guided routines increasing average basket size. So the technology is there, but for sure, I think that the brand voice and the brand authenticity must always be in the lead. However, they need to coexist and they need to collaborate. I hope this is for now a good answer, and I'll be happy to discuss this even further after the presentation is finished. There is another question here saying, how can smaller brands use personalization tech without huge budget? Okay, this is a very good question because it's relevant. I think many brands are asking this question. So my recommendation is start small, but start smart. So you don't need to build or need to have a full AI lab to deliver value. If you have an inclusive shade finder, for example, this can have outsized impact if it solves the real customer pain point of finding the right foundation. The smart play in this is to choose a modular solution that can scale with growth. So instead of over-investing already upfront, you can grow together with the solution. At least on our side at Arbel, we also offer subscription-based models that kind of lowers the entry point for smaller brands so that they can test, they can learn, and they can also prove the ROI before they are kind of expanding into a larger scale. Okay, looking at the time, I dragged over a bit already, but let's try to take one last question. How do you balance personalization with brand consistency so the brand doesn't lose its identity? Okay, this is quite similar to the first, I think, question. But personalization should never replace the brand identity in general. It should translate it into the consumer's world. That means in tone, in visuals, and also with the rituals that the brand stays consistent while the content adapts to the individual. So for example, let's say that you have two consumers and they might get different shade recommendations, but both of the consumers should feel the same brand values in the experience. So the right approach is to, I think, co-design these personalization flows with the brand teams so that technology kind of amplifies rather than dilutes the identity of the brand. That's unfortunately everything or all the time that we have for today. So I will wrap it up here. If I didn't get to your question, don't worry. I will be following up each and every one of them very, very soon. So based on that, I just want to say thank you so much for joining. It's been a pleasure for me to spend this time together with you. And yeah, I look very much forward to staying connected. So I guess until next time, thank you and bye.